Yeah. Activity, right? I mean, the last stream was like 1 week ago, so RIP. Yeah, but I'm back. And I just forgot to change everything. Chill, I need to change the description for 1 second. And then we can go start. What should we change the name to? How about chapter 6? Cause yeah. And live message is plot armor. Shit doesn't make any sense, but yeah, let's go. I'm hyped. I'm really hyped. Believe me. I wanted to play so long, but yeah. Here we are, and now I can finally play the game. I'm not going to finish it today, but I will try to get really far. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel, extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Like a gentleman, he goes first, cause we all know it will end badly if he goes under her and looks upright, cause that would be yeah. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark I cramped. I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea where we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I will be careful. But now that you say that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I want to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when I began being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family always seen it that way. Then is your family famous? Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So, because you take pride in it. Right?
Indeed.
A detective is neither a light nor a shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Das Spiel durchzuspielen, ich schätze mal grob 6 bis 7 Stunden. Aber ich werde es nicht durchspielen. Ich werde mal schauen, ob ich bis Deadly Life komme oder ob ich davor schon aufhöre. Cause, like I said, it's our source of pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh?
I...
In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it, knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Ja, Finn, das wird etwas länger dauern, weil ich spiele das Spiel durch und danach gibt es noch 2 andere Spiele. Der zweite Teil geht auch nochmal so, ich glaube 40 bis 50 Stunden. Und der letzte Teil soll 70 bis 80 Stunden lang sein. Das sind ein Haufen Shell Streams. Wir können natürlich Stranded Team zusammen streamen, aber ja, es wird ein bisschen dauern, ne? But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. Nebenbei. Finn, als Anmerkung, dieses Mädchen da hat ihr Vater verloren. Ja, der Vater war einfach weg, ne? So ein Opfer.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about. Ich kann mehrere Spiele streamen, aber ich bin gerade in einem Run für Danganronpa. Von mir wird erwartet, dass ich dieses Spiel durchspiele, okay? Vielleicht kann ich nebenbei mal einen Stranded Deep Stream machen, um mal überhaupt zu schauen, ob mir das Spiel überhaupt gefällt. Oh yeah.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to. I want to talk to my father
However,
about. There's something I want to say to him. No. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. Right? What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Okay, it's not Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school, the one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her. Sad. Severe? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, and he got the milk. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent, cause he left to get the milk. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. Sorry. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him. No.
Right.
If that's true, then I needed to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression, so I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative, and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life too. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true. But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way every person else looked at me. 'Cause he raped you! I was never sad about being left behind, like I said. I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day.
I
His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it.